is, baby boys, baby girls, welcome back. Glad you made it. That's another social production. Wednesday, June the 29th, 2022. Doing it here to remind you that we're at the end of the month, baby, and it's halfway through the year. July's around the corner. We're kicking butt, taking names. Hope you're all safe and sound wherever you are in and around this beautiful planet. I'm just here to remind you today that we're doing good things together. I need you guys to, we're doing good things. Great things. You and I are doing beautiful things, ladies and gentlemen. I've been talking to a few people lately, and I get a sense that we all need a reminder. Maybe we could all use a little bit of a compliment. You know, maybe we could all use a little bit of a compliment. Because I've been talking to a few people, and I get a sense that for some folks, and rightly so, understandable, a lot of folks are, you may be scared, you may be a little bit lost, you may be a little bit confused, you may be wondering if you're on the right path, if you're doing the right things. And I want to remind you, I want to just reassure you, even though I'm not in your personal lives, I don't know what you're up to, but if you're showing up, you're on the right path, fam. Whatever it is that you're doing, you know? And times are different, but I'm here to remind you that we're all doing a great job. Everybody's showing up, everybody's trying their best, and people are doing amazing things. Take a look at yourself. Take a look at yourself, goddammit. You know, because it's easy to get lost in the sauce, baby. It's easy to listen to the noise, listen to the chatter outside, and forget the beautiful stuff. It's time to stop and smell the roses and drink some, what is this, adrenochrome? Doubt it. It's just that regular pomegranate lemonade. Lemonade, pomegranate. It's what it is, baby. Just want to make sure you're all doing well. Make sure everybody's, sometimes we need to slow it down. Because everything's moving so fast and it's easy to, man. I was talking to a person, a lady, she's down in the US, she's freaking out. Rightly so about it, but like, it's okay, it's all good. Had a great conversation. And yeah, it was just, I think we all need a little bit of a reminder that despite the fact that what you might be hearing or what you might be seeing, and it's like, I get it, it's an accumulation of all the things that's been going on over the past 2 years, and for some of us a little bit longer, it doesn't matter though. You're alive, you're kicking, blood pumping through those veins right now. You're just, you're breathing. Go for a walk, hug a friend, grab a pet. Give that, you got a cat, you got a little kitty, pet it hard. Got a little dog, got a little pooch, pet that pooch, baby. Go smell a couple of flowers, go for a walk, watch a movie, read a book, you know? Hold someone's hands, look them in the eye, hold someone, you know, you're like, I don't have anybody to hold hands with. Find somebody, it doesn't matter. Find a total stranger, hold their hands. You'll feel good, they'll feel great. And give compliments. It's the little things. Because it's easy to be like, so many people are doing amazing things, but they don't realize they're doing amazing things. I'm talking to this lady, beautiful lady down in Texas, and she's doing all these great things. She's kicking, she's in school, she's finishing up her nursing degree. She's becoming a nurse very soon, which is kick-ass, dude. That's badass. You're doing amazing things. But I get it, there could be a little bit of, you know, as of late you might have been hearing things, but that's all right. These times, it's okay. These are the greatest times we're living in. These are the most fantastic times we're living. We got the most amount of tech, we got the most amount of resources, we got the most amount of educated people out there. It's the most educated of times, all right? I don't need you to panic out there. I don't need you to lose hope or doubt yourself. And I'm not anybody, I'm not trying to be like, you know, I don't have the answers. I just go through my days one day at a time, just like everybody else. But I just happen to, you know, I have that mentality. It's just, we keep marching forward, baby. You and I, we keep marching forward. This ship keeps moving forward through fog, through rain, through snow, through slush, storms, sunny days, it doesn't matter, but we keep marching forward. I want you to keep marching forward as well. You're doing amazing things, man. Be like, oh, don't let that noise, extra noise, because it's a little teeny tiny little bit of the population, that's always making, but that's great. It's great to have different things. That those guys are needed too. It's everybody. It's all of us. You need differing opinions. You need different ways of doing things, so we can find the best ways of doing things. Somebody's saying, oh, we should do it this way. We do it a little bit like that for a little while. We're like, no bueno. We should change it a little bit this way. Sweet. And you don't want things to be always the same. You want things to be changing with the times. You want things to be changing. You don't want things to be stagnant. And if you ever find yourself in the midst of a conflict or a situation where you're like feeling uncomfortable, you're like, oh man, I don't know what to do. I just want to get out of here. That's all right. Relax. Take a breather. Take a step back. Drink some regular red fluid. They've told you it's pomegranate and lemon. I have no idea what this is. It tastes like pomegranate lemonade, but pomegranate juice, hard to come by. I want to go ahead and take a stab at it and say this is probably 75, 80, 90% probably just food coloring and essence. But nonetheless, man, I can't believe it's not pomegranate lemonade. That's what they should call it. Got that sugar, got the right color, again, got the right essence, hitting me right in there. It's refreshing. Yeah, man, I want to remind you all, ladies and gents, we need to, you're doing amazing things. Because I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Beautiful young person, and you're like, oh, I want to be doing this, that, and that. You got plenty of time. It doesn't matter how old you are. You could be, you could be doing anything at any age. It doesn't matter, literally. If you want to do anything in your life, you can achieve it, I believe. And as long as you want to do it, don't be getting down on yourself. I've heard another lady we were chatting. She was, I guess, I get it. Times are, it's fine though. It's fine. I can't, she was complaining a little bit about, not even complaining. She was just like, oh, I don't like the way capitalism works. I don't like the way I just want to find, it felt like a little bit, it's so easy to hear things and just jump on bandwagons and be like, oh, I hate this, I hate that, and I get it. I've got my days where I'm like, oh, I'm going through it too. But it's all good. We all need that reminder. That's why we rely on each other. That's why we're a fam. And if you're just joining me today, if you've been with the gang, if you've been with the crew, thank you for all the love and support from the get-go. You've been amazing. I want to send that right back at you. If you're just joining us today, we mostly try to tickle each other's membranes from afar and near. And just be a reminder to each other that we're all dependent on each other. We need each other, and everybody's doing amazing things. Yeah, I couldn't, because it's easy to be like, oh, this thing's not going well. And then you let that be a reflection of what's happening in your life. You're helping me, you're kicking ass. What are you guys doing? What are you gals doing out there? You're going to school, you got jobs, you're working. It's amazing. With this other lady, I was talking to her, and she's like, yeah, and I can see, I'm like, she got into what she's doing. She's like, I'm in tech management, but I want to get out. And I get it. A lot of people might, and it's all right. It's okay wherever you are in life. If you want to get out of something and you want to be doing something else, it's completely fine. And I get it. It can be scary. It is scary. But that's great. That's fantastic. No need to fear. No need to, and don't blame it on it, because it's easy. Don't just be like, it's easy to be like, oh, I don't like capitalism. Your boy, I'm not a fat cat. I'm a slim cat. But looking at big picture, capitalism's pretty fantastic. It's not perfect. No system is, but it's not the worst thing that's ever happened to us. Amongst the best, as a matter of fact. It's, again, not perfect, trust me. But I think we can all just chip in and do amazing things. We can make it better. You don't like capitalism, tweak it a little bit. Let's get that ethical capitalism going. And it takes time. These things take time. But I don't want you to lose hope and lose a sense of, oh, maybe it's too late. It's never too late. God damn it, it's never too late. Whether you're in your teens, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, it's never too late to do whatever it is that you want to do. It's just, what do you want to do? You got to just figure that out. And there are no easy answers to that. And everybody knows from the depths of their heart, when they shut everything off, when they're listening to themselves, everybody knows what they want, or at least, even if they don't know, even if you don't know exactly what it is that you want, you kind of have an idea. There's always something, but you got to listen to that voice and you got to just lean into it a little bit more. And again, it's scary. I get it. I get it. But it's all right. You can do whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's finishing school, getting that degree in whatever it is that you're preparing yourself for, whether you already got a job and you're like, oh, I don't particularly like this job. That's cool. That's fine. That's fine. But big picture, a lot of us are very lucky, and you know, we should all be, as much as, again, it takes practice, and that's why I try to preach it to myself mostly, so I hear out loud, so that and it's a constant reminder every day. I get up and I have to do these things to remind myself. But just want to remind you as well, you're doing a fantastic job, ladies, fellas. You're doing a fantastic job for the most part. And hey, it's okay. You have days where you're trying. God, there are days that you come in and you give it your best and you're trying. You're trying, but nothing's going your way. It's okay. It's fine. Maybe you even fail. Maybe you, oh man, your boy's been there. I'm there on a daily, dude. I'm there on a daily. I show up, I try. Sometimes I fail. And I know where I fail. But I'm on top of it, trying to make it. But that's the thing. I look forward to those failures, because those failures are just like the little chinks in my armor, right? Places where I notice that, I need to, plaster that bad boy right up. No chinks in this armor. Got to just make sure nothing's coming through. And you know what? There's going to be things coming through, and that's okay. That's all right, because we got each other. You know? Yeah, 'cause I couldn't believe what I was hearing, man. Amazing, beautiful young lady, kicking butt, finishing up her degrees, gonna be a nurse. Gonna be helping out people in times of medical need and assistance. You're a fucking superhero. What are you talking about, lady? Kicking butt, man. You know? Other lady, also doing amazing things, you know? And I get it, man. I've been there where, I was in a stage, I guess I was going through, I'm like, I wasn't particularly happy with what I was doing. And it took so much time. I get it. It took so much time for me to jump into something completely different and brand new. It's scary. It's still scary. And I'm talking, it's not like I've got things figured out, or like there's do things the way, no. But you're in charge. You're large and in charge, baby. You're doing it. You're doing it. I want to give out some compliments today. Just, make sure you're feeling good about yourselves, because it's easy to hear things. It's easy to hear the noise. It's easy to look out, especially with everything that we're all intaking. And it's great to be aware. I get that. But that's the beauty of it. With great responsibility comes great power, or something. Reverse these, dudes. Great power and responsibility, hand in hand. It's like peanut butter jelly time. It's like coffee and cream. It's like sugar and diabetes. Hand in hand. Hand to foot. Farm to table. It's easy to lose sight of what you're doing. It might be, a little bit of it might be from social media, a little bit of it might be from news, a little bit of it might be in your head. A lot of it is in our head. A lot of times I've noticed a lot of things are in my head, dude. When I'm feeling a little bit blue, when I'm feeling a little bit down, I'm like, I notice if I take a step back and just look at things for what they are, things are great. Things are fantastic. They're not perfect. They'll never be. And why would you want it to be perfect? Then you'd have nothing to do. It'd be so boring if everything was perfect. Thank God for a little bit of things that we could pay attention to and fix here and fix there. And thank God for people like yourselves that you're noticing things and you're like, I don't like this particular thing. Great. You know why? Because you and I get to change it together. We're changing together, baby. You and I, we're the future. You know how in the past they said, those kids, they'll be the future. We're the future right now. We're doing it. And before you know, you're gonna have, people who will be, we'll have people who will be our future, our kids, not mine. Probably most likely not, but like your kids, most definitely likely your kids, dude. The future is looking good. And with the fact that you're concerned about so many things, like how the economy's working, how the climate's shifting or not shifting, or whatever it is that you're concerned, it's great. It's great that you're passionate about things. It's great that you're And it's great. That's a little bit of that fire underneath your little tush, dude. Ladies, if you're out there thinking, man, something doesn't feel right, you listen to it. You're on the right path. If something doesn't feel right, listen to that voice. You know? Chase that dream, whatever it is. You want to be helping people, go out and help people. You want to be helping yourself so you can get stronger, better, faster, and then help other people do that. That's complete. I support whatever it is that you're doing. Whatever line of work you're in, whether again you're out there doing arts and crafts, you're out there doing medical care, you're out there studying law, practicing law. It's enough, and it's enough practice now. You've enough practice. Time to just do it. You're doing law. You are the law. You're above the law. Okay, you're not above the law, like you're not below it either. You're right on par with the law. There's the law, there is you. Right there. Meeting eye to eye. Nose to nose, cheek to cheek, teeth to teeth, going head to head with the law. Killing it. You're killing it. Amazing things, man. We're all doing amazing things. It just takes a little bit of, give that compliment. Give a little bit of a compliment to yourself. And then give a compliment to somebody else. When was the last time you gave out a damn compliment? Go out there and just be like, nice shirt. You don't know a fella, just walk up and be nice shirt. And you'll see the change in their face. Oh, this whole thing. Man, I woke up like this, is what he'll say, but you just made his day. You see a lady wearing a nice dress, compliment her on a nice dress. Nice floral pattern there, miss, on your nice dress. Just want to say nice dress, and leave it at that, okay? Leave it at that, just nice dress and walk away. Unless you catch a vibe, then you stay put. Unless you're married, then you move along. I'm just saying, give compliments. Don't make it too complicated. That's what I'm trying to say, man. That's what I'm trying to say. You're like, oh, nice kneecaps. Nice knee. Your kneecaps are admirable. You know? Walk up to a fella. Nice engine. Nice car. You see a fella standing to a nice car? Standing right beside a nice car. Nice engine, fella. Ooh, what is that? What, are you into that horsepower? I'm also into that horsepower. And the fella's probably like, that's not my car. You keep on. You're like, oh, you're just being modest. Oh. He's being humble. He's like, no, really, it's not. I was like, stop it. Nice car, dude. It's like, okay. But you know what I mean? So you see somebody who's been working out. You see a fellow who's been working out. You grab that bicep. You be like, just flex, baby. Just flex for me for a second. And when he flexes, you climb on like a little sloth or a little koala and just like hang from his biceps. He's going like, just be like, hold it, right? And you just clamp on right there. Just start hanging upside down. Let him carry you for a little bit so you can put it to good use. He feels good. You feel good. You're bonding. Who made it, friend? You did. Why? Because you put in the time, effort to give a compliment. And he feels good. And you feel great. And it just takes a little bit. It just takes a little bit, because sometimes I get it. It's easy to come down and be like, we're not doing this thing, we're not doing that thing. It's great to be aware of the things that we're not doing, but it's also great to pay attention to all the beautiful, wonderful things that we're doing. Such as, I'm so glad you asked, like, what are we doing that's amazeballs? I don't know, building giant airplane hotels in the sky. Well, we're not building it in the sky, we've built it. The concept is out there, giant hotel hovering in midair, run by like nuclear energy or something, dude. And it's just like stay there up in the air for days, months, years, they're saying. You're like, how does that benefit me? It most likely won't. It most likely won't. But it's great that we've got it, you know? Because back in the day, oh man, you couldn't imagine anything just hovering in the sky for years. But now you can. You're like, I'm never going to get access to that. Not with that kind of attitude, mister. Not with that kind of attitude. Did Jack let his socioeconomical status stop him from getting inside the Titanic? No. What did he do? Go-getter attitude. A little bit of a vagabond mindset. You know, you got that vagabond mindset, baby. You're just hopping. You're train hopping. You know, you're playing cards with you're playing a little bit of that open hand Texas Hold'em, poker, cards, Go Fish. You're playing that Go Fish? I don't know too many card games. High stakes game of Go Fish, baby? Oh man. Hit me. Hit me again. It's a 19. Hit me. Ace. What is that? A 1 or a 10? What is it? It's whatever you want it to be at that point. You decide. Do you want to go? You're at 20 now. You're at 20. It stops at 21 if I'm not mistaken. Blackjack is the name of the game. And there's only one way to find out. You're only going to find out if you roll the dice. There are no dice in cards, but you know what I'm saying, baby. You're at the gambling hub now. You're shooting dice with the big boys, huh? You decide to go out late at night. You're playing dice with the big boys, and you got a little bit of cash in your pocket, and you're like, man, I'm gonna double this, or lose it all. But you won't. Well, that's the beauty of it, isn't it? I'm not promoting anything, dude. Don't be, you know what I'm saying? Be responsible. Know your limit. Play within it. Take chances, and also be okay with a little bit of discomfort. You know, don't be letting things like a little bit of news or this or that. It's okay. We'll figure it out, whatever it is. You know, whether you're unhappy with abortion laws, whether you're unhappy with housing, this, that, I get all of it. I'm there with you. I get it. Well, we can make it better. No point of just sitting there and be like, oh, I want to get up and like. It's cool, dude, wherever you are. And I got to remind myself of these things as well. Some of it I'm saying out loud so that I hear it. Most of it I'm saying out loud so I hear it. I bet you there's some of you guys out there relating to this. And we can turn it around. We can turn whatever it is around. And things are great already. But we're going to even make it better. We're like that. We're basically everything's great, but we're like that generation of, we're generation duct tape. We're generation duct tape because nothing makes things better like duct tape. We get in there, we're that reinforcement. Wrap it around, baby. Waterproof, water resistant. Doesn't like water. Has beef with water, this generation. It's just water repellent. Water doesn't even get close to this we're that barrier. Man, you know what I'm saying. We're fixers, fixer-uppers. We like fixing things. We like making things better. We like spit shining things. God, I love spit shining things. Anything, dude. Working in a kitchen, spit shine that plate, dude. Just give it a nice spit shine before you serve that dinner plate out to the beautiful patrons who are visiting and supporting the establishment. You know? You're a dentist. Spit shine that tooth, baby. That final after you've gone in there with the utensils and the cutlery, with your fancy cutlery in there, give it before they leave, a little spit shine on the old tooth, and then wipe it down with your elbow, making it better, and then duct tape it, just to hold everything together. Because we're that generation of reinforcements and coming in with the backup. We're backed up, baby. This thing's backed up. Feeling a little bit backed up myself. It's that ready-made pizza with the pepperonis makes your boy a little bit gassy, but I'm all good, dude. I'm all good. Nothing's gonna hold me down. Not when I got my lemonade pomegranate, dudes. Not when I got this Fugazi adrenochrome. Num num for the tum tum. Yeah, man. I want to remind you guys that we're all doing well, really well. And yeah, I get it. Calming down with this, capitalism's got me. Capitalism's kind of a bummer, dude. I'm not down with capitalism, is what you'll say. Well, look at all the facilities, all the amazing things that you got and I've got because of capitalism, because of that, ample amounts of resources, the best kind of tech, phones with 10,000 cameras on them that you could zoom in and out of. And you're like, but it's everywhere. I know, but that's the thing. You pick and choose, baby. You pick and choose the things that you want to use. You don't need to opt in fully with everything. You can just pick and choose what you want to opt in and opt out of. Too many cameras on your phone? Smash it. You're like I spent 2 G's on this thing. Should have thought about it beforehand, fella. You know what I mean? Maybe you should stop the 3 cameras on your phone. Now you're like, oh, the whole thing's just a big camera. It doesn't even function as a phone anymore. That's okay. That's all right. Because the future, we're getting closer and closer to telepathy, man. One day at a time, one step at a time, and it's great. And it's gonna be super fast. It's gonna be efficient. And in the early stages, I'm assuming there are gonna be some, we're gonna get that telepathic communication going. And it's going to be like the early stages of the internet. Sometimes it'll go down. It'll be like the early stages of the phone or the internet combined. Sometimes you'll have that service that's just fantastic, running smooth, connecting you all over the world. Next thing you know, it's all down. You got to wait between 9 to 5. They told you they're going to come between 9 to 5. Now you got to dedicate a whole day to stay home. So they come fix your telepathic device in your membrane or in your living room or something. It's probably going to be on your body, in your body. We're working on it. They're working on it. And yeah. But what was I trying to say? The thing is that we're getting better at communicating. And I'm a fan of telepathy, dude. I'll say it before. I've said it before. I'll say it again. If we can communicate via also just thoughts, super. I want to have words and thoughts, but that's the future. It takes like people like yourselves out there listening, paying attention, creating stuff, thinking of ideas, implementing ideas, because you gotta have ideas, and then you gotta have implementation, and then you gotta have an execute. Somebody's gotta be able to execute, dude. Somebody's gotta go in there with that idea and just execute the idea, because that's how it works. Idea, implementation, execution. You be the judge, the jury. All of it. Because we're not slowing down, and that's all right. Whatever happens. None of us can control everything, but just focusing on the things that you can control, baby. So focusing on what you want to do in life. Haven't figured it out yet? It's okay to give yourself some more time. That's cool. No need to panic. No need to just chill, relax, drink some pomegranate lemonade juice with your boy on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Go for a little hikey poo. Get some fresh air in them lungs. Get a little bit of momentum going. Go give out some compliments, like I said. Find somebody who's somebody's running on the street. Start running right behind them. Start complimenting them. Oh, good pace you got going there. That's a nice pace. Like, what are you doing? I'm just saying, nice pace, dude. And he can't hear you because he's got headphones on, so you get behind him even closer. Now you're like right behind him. Nice pace. And he's like, why are you chasing? I just want to compliment you. But you're dedicated. And he doesn't know what you're all about, but you take the time to let him know what it's all about. It's all about making him feel good. I'm doing this for you. And he's getting better without even knowing it because you're chasing him. Stop chasing people. But also, when need be, chase a fella, chase a lady. But don't. Only if you just want to give out compliments, that's the only time when it's reasonable to chase people. Other than that, unless you're playing, you're playing that old classic game of flag football. You want to chase a fella in the neighborhood? Flag football season, we're chasing. Your dog's out on commission, dude. Your dog's out. The mailman's right there at the door. You chase the mailman just to fill in for the dog because the dog's always there, dedicated 7 days a week, always looking for the mailman, who's also in need of a little bit of a spicing up of the old chasing game. I'm so tired of just seeing dogs chasing mailmen and women. When was the last time you stayed behind the door just growling and foaming and waiting for the mailman to go, just, love everybody, just, foam and chase a little bit, just get in there, get method with it. Just, you're the pooch now. You're the pooch. You grabbed it, yeah, that's what it is. Great job. Tell the mailman. Everybody, whoever's nearby, just tell them they're doing a great job. Tell them to Keep putting in the effort, keep putting in the work. That's what it is, baby. Next thing you know, we're on the moon. Next thing you know, we're on the moon. And you're like, dude, I don't want to go to the moon. I don't blame you. I don't want to go either. But next thing you know, we're on the moon anyway. Just so happens we're on the moon. Where are we? Casting from the moon. We take it there. We take it there and we bring it back. We take it there. Probably won't come back. But we'll take it there. We'll take it there and further. Mars, Venus, Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn. That's all I can think of right now. But that's a whole lot of planets. A lot of space. And lots of places to go and discover. Lots of things to do. Don't limit yourself, man. Don't limit yourself, lady. Whatever it is that you're doing, you can always do whatever else you want to do in addition to that. You know? You've had... Let's break a couple of records. You've had 3 babies. You're like, I want to have 6. Let's go. Let's go. Put in the time. Put in the... You're like, I can't possibly imagine having 6 kids. Well, I don't know if you heard of this lady who lives in Uganda, aka Mama Uganda, given birth to 44 kids. Holy smokes. Mama Uganda has got that. She doesn't limit herself to numbers. She doesn't play that game, dude. She gives birth and all of a sudden there's like 7 babies out of that womb. Look it up. It's there on the internet. Mama Uganda. 44 kids. God. But that's what I'm talking about, dude. I think she's a record breaker. Maybe there's some other ones that had more. But 44 kids? You know, she's not letting anything get in her way. And you're like, that's just a medical condition. Is it? Or is it persistency? Is it showing up, putting in the work, the effort? You're like, no, it's a medical condition. I'm like, okay, fine. But still, it's a pretty good record to have. 44 kids? What's your excuse? Oh, but I don't ovulate as much. I don't super ovulate. Have you even been ovulating? You know? Cause that's the thing, dude. I ovulate like 10 minutes every day just so I don't get rusty. You stop ovulating, next thing you know, you're like, oh, I've done it before. I can just jump back in and start ovulating again. No, you can't. It doesn't work like that. I don't know. It's birth control probably doesn't help. What are we talking about here? We're talking about goals. We're talking about life. We're talking about family. We're talking about going after it. And somebody should support Mama Uganda, dude. 44 babies. God damn. So many bad. And I think she's not even, I think her man left, which is, oh God, 44 kids. That's, whew. It's genetics, man. You can't fuck with that. But nonetheless, dedicated, record-breaking, hitting highs that are going to be near damn impossible to achieve unless you too have got that super ovulating ovaries, or you're ovulating and like, there's not one egg coming out. Some people have problem with eggs coming out. They're like, half an egg this month, 1 egg the next. That's right. Mama Uganda doesn't let society or anybody box her in. 44 kids. No limits. That's what I'm saying, baby. So yeah, next time you're feeling a little bit like, oh, shake it off, baby. Go for the walk. Read a book, watch something, do a little bit of work, and you're on the right track. You're doing it. You're already doing it. If you're alive and kicking, you're already doing it. That's all I'm trying to say. Sending everybody a lot of love, a lot of support. Thank you for all the love and support, and that's what we're here for. Most of the time, we're here to crack jokes. Some days, you hear things, people need a little bit of that backup. We're there backing them up. Like I said, like duct tape. Just extra reinforcement, baby. Going at it. It's a beautiful day. It's summer season after all, everybody. It's summer season. It's time to spruce things up. It's time to shake it up. Time to shake it down. So many adventures ahead of us. We're going to be doing so many wonderful things, and we already are. And that's the core message of today. Compliments, good vibes only. Encouraging each other to keep going. No matter what, you fall down, you keep going, baby. You fall down, you crack your head, lose a little bit of consciousness. It's all good. You needed the rest anyway. Guess what? You're going to be getting back up. You're coming out of that coma, refreshed. All of a sudden, all family members are around you, friends, bring you flowers, balloons, filled with helium, floating balloons, dude, in your room. it's only up and up from here. Like, I know you're right now, you may be on a hospital bed right now, but from here on, it's only up and up. Hopefully. I'm rooting for you, dude. Whatever the doctors say, don't listen to them. If they said 3 days, 7 weeks, 6 months, you can do more. You can't do more? It's final? Things aren't looking too well? Oh, man. Oh, no. Turn it around right now. Get out of the hospital. Okay, don't stay in there. Man. But things will get better. And it doesn't matter. Even if you're in the hospital, that's okay. You'll pull out eventually. You'll pull out maybe the same way you pulled in with a car. Most of you. I can't, like, all right, gang. Again, it's circle of life. Big circle of life. What goes around keeps going round and round and round. We've been here. You've been there. Get out of that situation, man. That's why you gotta wear pads. That's why you gotta cover everything. Do you go on skateboarding? Neck pad, eye pad, shin pad, pad for your butt, pad for your tits, pad for your elbows, pad for your wiener, dude. Lady, pad for the vag. Just saying, next thing it's all fun and games. Late teens, early 20s, skateboarding, falling on a ramp. Oh, there goes my crotch. Isn't that funny? Not when you want to have children later on, fella, lady. You know? You're going out there, you're training hard, man. You're training hard. You're gonna be getting in your truck. You're gonna be driving around mountain range. You're gonna be stopping at truck stops. You're gonna be getting into mysterious competitions that are underground, like ultimate kick in the crotch competitions. It's not talked about, but it's a thing, I think. And if it's not, let's make it a thing. Athletes from all around the world gather, and the training conditions are these are the most elite of the elite. The way they stretch, the way they wind up their kicks and just kick each other in the crotch and take it one after. It's kind of like slap boxing, but it's kicking in the nuts or the nads, nether region kicking, dude, for ladies too. And you're just standing there, one after the next, you know. Tight Asian guy coming in, gives the Russian guy a kick in the nuts. The Russian guy sees the kick, doesn't cover himself because that's not part of the rules. He takes it. Oh, now it's his turn. Reverse sees. Russian guy kicks the other dude in the nuts. It's just like, oh. But one man and one lady will finally be champion. And why? Why did they put their bodies, their health, their families, other things they could have been doing on hold? Why? Because they had a wild dream. That's why. Because you and I, we're that, you know, we'll do the most riskiest of things. We're that crowd. You know? Did I compete? Yeah. Did I win? And the ultimate kick in the crotch competitions of '98? Bet your bottom dollar I did. You know? Did I take a few hard hits to the nads? You goddamn right I did. Did I shed a tear? No. Not then and there, later in the evening, for sure, but not right then and there, because you got to maintain face. It's all about the face maintaining. I maintain face. See, what you got to do is I went and got myself some of that, like, facial injections. Oh, some of that, what do they call it? Is it fillers? Is it Botox? I got it all. I got synthol in my face, dude, just so when I'm there, because they didn't say anything about face injections, haha, because it's all about psychology. The pain is painful inside. My God, every time these giant men will wind up and kick me in the nuts. Inside hurt, on the outside cool as a cucumber. But that's how I won. You can't take my medals back, man. That's not cheating. I'm just saying. Face is not. It's you know, it's not performance enhancement anyway. It's mostly for maintaining the face. And no, I did not sweat, I did not shed a tear, I did not flinch. I looked hella young, resilient a little bit, you know, too young. They did question me, they're like, how young are you? I'm like, old enough, fam. And I'm like, "Argh," and I immediately clenched and I grew one mustache, which is one hair strand. Like, see that? Grown up stuff. Just to prove a man wrong, I'll do it, dude. I sucked it back in because I got a competition to focus on. Can't have this one long strand just distracting me and everybody else. So I grow my mustache through sheer will and concentration. But the point that I'm trying to get to is that you're all doing a great job and kick butt doing it, you know? Somebody, whatever it is, man, whether, again, like if you're a nurse, go in there and like nurse that motherfucker that's just like, oh, I'm about to go out, bring him back to life. Give him a good old slap. Shake him, he's just had surgery, you shake him, you're gonna make it, fella. You're gonna make it, not on my watch. You know? Just make sure that their vital signs are still intact. He's losing blood. Just, elbow. He's losing blood. He's like, that's not helping. Or, reverse psycho, because at that moment, anything goes. Because they're already like, oh, I'm already going out. They're like, okay, I'm just gonna, you go in there with the reverse psychology, because they're like, oh, they're waiting for that, oh no, he's going out. But you go there, you start fighting them now, and then now that's just that extra little booster that they needed. They're like, oh man, this motherfucker, I'm about to go out and this guy's not helping. And they get revved up and they're like, oh, not today, is what they'll say. And 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes goes by, they're up there trying to fight off the hospital bed with you, the nurse. And and all of a sudden they forgot all about their, oh, I'm going away, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, who's fighting now? You are. Why? Because you need a little bit of that resistance. You need a little bit of that kick in the derriere, just to remind you that life is precious. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing it all. We're doing it all. Saving lives. Taking lives when need be. Because, again, abortions, sometimes you gotta take them. Gotta give them. You gotta take them and give them. It's all about giving and taking. So we're all about facilitating life and also nipping some in the bud when need be, fam. And that's how we grow. And how could that be? It seems counterintuitive. It just works like that, doesn't it? It's kind of like magic. I don't actually know how it works. But it does work. And that's the great thing. And sometimes, that's the beauty of it. You don't need to, that's the thing. Do you go out there knowing every little intricate piece of the clock and the watch that you were? Do you know everything? Do you know how all the little gears are turned? Do you know what everything, you don't know how it works, but it works. Sometimes you just need to believe that it's working. And I get it. There are days that when you can go through, again, hearing this, going through that, whatever, whether it's personal, whether it's societal, it's easy to lose track of things. But I want you to stay focused. Just keep going, baby, keep going. You're gonna have many obstacles. We're gonna have many obstacles. We're gonna go up, we're gonna go down. We're gonna just go through we're gonna tunnel through the obstacles, baby. We're like mole people, just going through tunnels. Love it. I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to be like, oh, I can't jump high. I'm like, why? You're like, I don't have legs. That's horrible. That sucks. But bionic legs, bungee, no, not bungee. You could bungee jump. Which is a form of jumping. Technically speaking, jumping. I was trying to say trampoline, dude. You just get a couple of good buddies to just take you. Just take your half torso and just drop you on the trampoline next to you. Who's bouncing, dude? Who's bouncing up and down? Who's the best jumper? And then get into video camera. We get them to record that, but cut the don't record the trampoline so it just looks like you jumping. And it goes down in history books, dude. Man who jumps without feet. Guinness is coming over, recording records. We'll let it go, dude. It's all right. Not everything needs to be by the book. Okay, this fella's missing half his limbs. God. I'm gonna look the other way if you're gonna look the other way. But rules are rules, and I get it. Maybe we can't give you a record, but nonetheless, that doesn't mean that you can't jump. Doesn't mean that you don't have options. You know, there's a lot of like it's great things that we're doing, but the things that people want to be doing that seem like a little bit far-fetched to them at the moment. One of the biggest things I think for people is like mobility and having access. It's like traveling and stuff. And I get it. Soon it's all going to be back to normal. It's mostly it's already mostly normal, kind of, sort of. Sure, there are a few remaining restrictions here and there, but we'll get rid of those too. You need to just speak up a little bit louder, or at least just speak. Volume's not that important as long as you're speaking and listening. But I get a lot of people are like, we're that species that likes to travel. From day one we've been travelers, all of us. Traveling through time, through space-time. We're doing it. And I get a lot of people these days, they want to that's the thing, you start local. You want to be able to travel out there, you want to be a little bit of traveling out there, start in your own backyard. Start in your own, whether you're in Canada, whether you're in the US, in Europe, Africa, Asia, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, again, anywhere. The islands. Start locally. Start traveling locally if that's what you want to do. Because I know a lot of people want to get out there and go like, oh, what if I can't fly here and there? It's, planes are a little bit annoying right now. Still a little bit of restrictions regarding the vaccinated and the unvaccinated. It's all right. It's all right. We've gone so far and we're going to get even further. Just need you to be a little bit more patient, a little bit more with yourselves, with each other, with you and me. And thank you for everybody who's been so patient with me. And I just want to remind you that, yeah, you need to be patient with yourselves too. You out there, you gorgeous little bastards. I see you walking around town, crawling around the city, biking, hiking. Some of you guys just be floating on one wheel, dude. I've seen it. Risky business, but I respect it. I see you're that mad dasher on one wheel. The future's no wheels at all. You'll just be gliding. That's just a body gliding. That's what it is, man. Where can you find these videos, you're asking? Where can't you find these videos? Your grandma's talking about it. Your cool aunt's talking about it. Your cool kids are talking about it. Your uncle's talking about it. Your dad's talking about it. Your cousin in prison's talking about it. You yourself, you're in prison. You're watching this. Hello. Love you. How'd you get in there, dude? I don't need to know. I don't need to know. But nonetheless, thank you for the support. And hey, man, you put in that. You be on good behavior. You'll be out in no time, doggy. You'll be out in no time, and you can come watch the shows live if you're fully rehabbed. Please be fully rehabbed. That's what it is. So, point is that everybody's in on the know. Everybody's talking about it, and I appreciate it. And I'm literally here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Again, on YouTubes, on Instagrams, on Patreons, trying to just make myself laugh a little bit. Hopefully trying to make you guys laugh a little bit. And every once in a while, we'll talk about this, that, and the other. Because we mix it up. We're trail mix, baby. A little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of spice, everything nice. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for all the love and support. Again, I want to be giving all that back to you guys. You're kicking butt. Believe in yourselves. Go out there, whatever it is that you're doing. They're like, oh, she's only in pre-med. She's not ready to do surgery. You jump in there. You jump in there. Oh, okay, sure, we just lost a life, but that's okay. Who's showing initiative? Glass half full, baby, glass half full. It's okay. That fella or lady, they had a good chance of survival if it was a fully educated doctor. You weren't supposed to jump in. Don't listen to me, man. I'm just saying, take initiative. Go for it. You know what I mean? It's asking you for the scalpel. Yeah, get your own scalpel. You get in there, you start cutting and dicing and slicing. Oh, Mr. Fancy Pants, Mr. Doctor, with the status. You're a nurse. You want to be doing some of that cutting, exciting stuff. You get in there. I don't know how the rules work. Don't get in there. There's order, hierarchies, or something. Bad example, but you know what I mean. Go get it out there. Love you all. Talk to y'all very soon. See you on Friday. Peace out.